to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niez.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shionne?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking, I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shionne's not scary at all.
Alphen.
About damn time.
But that's...
Right! I can't wait!
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than...
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renin Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now... No, let's wait at the end until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well...
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
Found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survival after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore.
Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why you lost?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best.
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. Arc Field!
On guard!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Piercing roar!
Aim for the weak spot.
This one's mine!
Carve through armor. Take this.
Dance on the wind! Shield!
Rollerblade. Prepare through. Take this. It's time.
This one's mine! I'm ready!
No further. Double demon
This
blade.
one's mine!
Eat dirt.
I owe you one.
Annihilation! Lightning!
Take this.
Look
Have
up.
this.
Swallowblade.
On your
Try
right.
this. Tiger Blade!
Air pressure. Here I come.
Mega Blade!
Rising Wyvern.
Annihilation!
On your knees.
This one's mine!
Pierce through. Air pressure.
Tiger Blade!
Fang. Pierce through.
Healing Circle!
I owe you one for that.
Slash. Crimson Fang.
Radiant
Take this! That's it! Armor won't save you! On your knees.
Here goes!
Good shot! That's it!
Leave the charges to me!
Let me free
The
you.
Tiger Blade!
Allow me to help you.
This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Healing circle!
Take
This
blade.
one's mine!
Denied!
Can't get out of this!
Flaming
You picked the
meteor!
wrong fight!
Take this!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Switch to offense!
Air pressure!
Not now, not ever.
Dip! You're all thunder touch! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Right! The Wyvern!
On your here, let me help! Shattering
Our arc is being interrupted.
Eat dirt!
I'm in your debt.
On your knees!
Take this!
Megasonic thrust!
Tiger Blade!
Sonic thrust!
Now it's my turn.
Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine.
Internal devastation! Demon Fang!
Take this.
Tiger Blade!
Can you take it?
Fusing Roar!
On your knees.
Far enough!
Air pressure!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Here, and I never miss!
Rising Falcon!
No further. Can you take
Here I
it?
come!
Does it hurt?
Have this! You picked the wrong fight!
I'll face it. Take this.
Take this! Dragon
Death engulfs you.
I'll heal you all!
That's it.
Rising Wyvern!
On your
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
tail's a problem. Then let's focus there first.
Freeze Lancer!
I can carve through armor! Rising Wyvern! Rondo! Ride this!
Going in!
This one's
Thank
over!
you.
Ignite!
Not so fast.
Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this.
Finish this!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Clock!
Will this help?
Lightning Thrust!
Can you take it?
Tiger Blade! Leave the charges to me!
Your debt.
Radiant here!
This one's mine!
Here's the
On
healer!
your knees.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's
The
mine!
earth throbs in pain.
Tiger Blade!
I owe you one. Do it!
I'm gone! Appreciate
Not
the help!
today!
This one's mine!
In a bind?
Lightning! Downfall! This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Anything in armor!
I couldn't make it in time.
Ready! Power of water!
Tiger Blade!
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch!
This one's mine!
Searing flame!
Not
Reload!
done yet!
Will this help?
Double Demon
On
Fang!
your knees.
Here, let me help! First aid!
Air pressure! You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Tiger Blade!
Downfall!
Swallow
I'll
blade!
heal you all!
I'm gone!
Can you take it?
Internal devastation!
Your debt.
Ready to go!
Flame of Fury!
Going in! Far enough!
Demon Fang!
Hear my call!
Demon Fang!
Red!
I'll face you.
Swallow blade!
How's this?
Double Demon Fang!
And more than
Don't burn out!
Tiger Blade!
benediction
You're
light.
mine!
I'm gone!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
On your
Ready and ready! Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do.
I owe you one!
Rising Falcon!
Piercing
You're
Roar!
mine!
If it's in the sky, it's not on my watch!
In a bind?
Double
Where are
Demon
you
Fang!
going?
On your
By the
knees.
power of water!
Rising Wyvern!
Reload!
Take this! Double Demon Fang!
Burning
Crush! Burn in hell!
Glacial
I'll face shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Annihilation!
On your knees.
Back into the fray! Art sealed! Constantine! By the power of water! Annihilation!
On your knees. Now or never.
Radiant here! Where are you going? Annihilation! Searing
You'll
flame!
find no mercy.
Reload!
Crescent flash. Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic fission!
Lightning! Searing flame! Reload! I'm out! Back into the fray!
No further!
Annihilation! Into the shadows!
You're mine! Have this!
Mega ray!
The Tempest engulfs you! Shattering of pieces! Attack
Radiant
time!
punch! Here!
On your knees!
Go! It's over!
Air pressure!
Back into the fray! Ready! Mega ray! Constantine! Annihilation! Mega ray! Far enough!
On your knees!
Hear me!
Air
Flame
pressure!
of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer! Huh. If it's in the sky, it's mine!
On your knees!
Glacial spear!
Air
Pierce
pressure!
evil! Freeze lancer!
It's time!
Searing flame! Reload!
Can't get out of this! Armor won't save you!
Radiant
Begin!
pierce!
Not so fast!
Here I go! You're mine! Here goes! Annihilation! Not in your dreams! Hear me! Flame of fury!
On your
Burning
knees.
strike! We're changing tack? And there goes Run tail!
Right, let's do this!
Going in! Mega ray! Gemini Aqua!
Ha! You're mine!
Crescent Moon! Searing flame! Reload!
On your knees!
Searing flame! Reload!
Air pressure!
Annihilation! Mega ray! Meteor! Annihilation! This one's mine! Prime Tiger Blade!
Begin! You're mine!
I never miss! Going in! Radiant Pierce!
I let my guard down.
I'm out!
Forgive me.
Watch and
This is my fault.
Annihilation!
Air
Radiant
pressure!
Light!
Prepare to be
Searing
sealed!
flame! Reload! Art sealed!
Can't get out of this!
Searing flame! Not on my watch! Reload!
I'll face you!
Mega ray! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out! Watch and sweep!
On your
Hear
knees!
me! Flame of fury! Burning
Air
strike!
pressure!
By the
On
power
your
of water!
knees! Air pressure!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
On your knees!
There! Go! I'm only getting started!
Air pressure!
Do it!
Shield!
Thickest one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Dahnans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead.
Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseph and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shionne. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that whoop? I'm going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time. Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh. Well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We should be able to cook here.
Dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
You guys want to rest here?
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
What's this thing?
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Malabar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings...
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shionne and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shionne.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it.
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Xion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Niaz its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped calm me.
Don't mention it.
Coming through! Bring him down! Ready and ready! Double demon power!
I'm ready!
The tempest engulfs you!
Where are you going?
That makes you the thorn in his side.
Ready!
I can carve through armor! Alpha! In an instant! Impact block!
Going in!
Instinct sharpen! Alpha! Begin!
Going in!
Here I come! Damn it! Stupid! Take this! Stand down! I'll trip it out! The tempest engulfs! Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to...
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Engaging!
Going in!
I'll face you.
Glacial Spear! Here's Eagle! This one's mine! I can read your moves like
Begin! For my lord! Sonic Onward! Sword Rain Alpha! Air pressure!
Here comes!
It's almost too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Anything in armor! Take this! Enemies will fight steel!
We'll soon see about that!
Where are you going?
We're not big!
Make your way!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Quite necessary.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay?
you're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
I won't forgive you!
I see what
I owe you one back. Radiant, here!
Tell me, have you ever considered your Can't get out of this! Begin!
Glacial spear! Going in!
The tempest engulfs you!
Tiger blade!
Can you take it? An astral dance?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Tiger blade!
Tempest engulfs you!
Freeze Lancer!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor! Against my full power, you didn't stand a chance. I'll do my best! Hurry up!
Here, Siren!
On your knees!
Hear me! Siren!
Is it too late to talk over our differences? All yours, Kisara! I'll face you! House this! Can you take it? Dance on the wind!
Where are you going?
You're mine! The tempest engulfs you!
Dragon Swarm!
Easy and snaring to me. Yeah! Pummel it to me!
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Don't get careless. I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have... Get lost!
I'll face you!
Not today! I'll smash you! Mighty deal!
Fire support! I'm the true Gamer! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Here I go!
Begin!
Already getting started!
Begin! Dance on the wind!
Here, let me help.
On your knees! Take this!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Seriously? Is this a joke? This one is mine!
Win!
If it's in the
So
sky,
much
it's
for talking
mine!
it out!
I never miss! Do it!
I'll face
Shield!
you!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Magna Ray!
I'll face you!
I
can carve through armor!
My shield! Rising Wonder!
Tiger blade!
Dance on the
Use
wind!
the healing art!
Make it rain!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gotta break through! The rebel! Stop that!
This one's mine!
You can't get out of this!
Tiger blade!
Begin! It's over!
They don't give up, do they?
Dance on the wind!
How about this? Not so fast. I'll face you.
Art Steel!
Going in. Dance on the wind.
Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth.
Going in.
I say.
Here goes!
You're mine.
Gemini Ultra!
Right, not today.
Crescent Moon!
Why you?
Tiger Blade! This one's mine! Tiger Blade! Far enough!
Dragon Form! I can carve through
Thunder Dreams! Healing Circle!
I owe you one for that. I'll face you. Thanks. How's this? Now we're not mine!
Plenty left!
No further!
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Take this! Dance on the wind! Not so fast! This one's all mine! Flash! Rising Falcon!
That's it!
I'll face you!
Tiger Blade! It's weakened!
Dance on the wind! This ends now!
Make it right! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
A comfortable win.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
What's with that shining foe over there?
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments. They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like...
I'll clear the way through. I've got your back. Now you'll learn.
Going in!
I won't show you any mercy. You got it.
Thunder
I'll take you all on.
Ha! Flare the Molotov!
What? Damn it, Satan! Shattering Go to hell! I'll smash you!
Not in your dreams!
Be still!
Shield and I'll heal you all! Switch to offense!
Now look, hold me back.
Far enough! Enough!
Now not today!
I'm in your debt.
Benediction light.
Radiant here! Right up the door! Let them Mars can handle it! I never miss! Do it!
Long! Hey! Blow them away! Look shot! Can you take it? Infernal Sword! Flash!
Healing circle!
Appreciate the help! I'll face you! Take this!
Changing strategy?
Copy that!
Take it! Rising Wyvern! Finish it!
Ghidorah!
You!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Here I go!
Here I
This
go!
one's mine!
What? Dance on the wind! Swirl a blade! Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic fission! No further! I'll take you! Ready and ready! Here I come! Armor won't save you! Crescent Flash! I'm gone! Demon Fang! Here comes! Ha! This one's mine!
Leave the charges to
Not
me!
so fast!
Oh, denied!
Demon Fang!
Look sharp!
Can you take it?
One more!
Eternal Devastation!
This one's mine! Let them
You get this! You're mine! Not so fast!
I'm
Through!
done.
Sword Rain Alpha! No further! On your...
Their arcs were interrupted.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I must remember my limits.
I'll take you all on.
Flare the Molotov!
I'll bring you back from death's
Crescent
abyss.
move!
I can't heal you forever.
Gravitas field!
Ready and...
Mega Ray!
I'll smash you!
By the power
Here
of
goes!
Heal!
lightning! Downfall!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Benediction light.
Heal!
I'm out!
Another incantation ruined. Forgive me. My pride was my downfall.
Leave me all alone here.
So great.
Rising Wyvern!
On your
Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Ready to go!
This one's mine.
Powered up!
Confiscated!
On your
Flame of Fury!
Sona!
glacial spear!
Here's evil!
You picked the wrong fight!
Freeze
You're
Ray!
mine! You're finished!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray! On your
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
I'll smash you!
By the
Resonate
power
with
of
the
one!
earth!
On her down!
Forgive me.
Come on! You have to hold on!
No rest for the wicked.
Make it rain!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with that?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then? Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
rebel! Stop them!
Look shot!
No escape!
Crescent flash! You think that shield will save you?
Got you now!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
No further! Rising Falcon!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my...
Glacial fire!
Leave the ensnare to me.
Yeah! And coming to me! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor! Leave the choice to me!
Megasonic
Freeze Lancer! This one's mine!
Rising Ignite!
Now you see what I can do! Into the shadows! Crescent shield and break! Do it!
All yours, Kisara.
Glacial Spear!
Can you take it?
Freeze Lancer! Going in!
We're not finished!
Tiger Blade! Flame! Reload! Ready! Going in!
Does it hurt? How's it?
Gemini Alpha!
I'll think you can't get out of this!
No more playing nice!
Can you take it? Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Rising Wyvern! Talk back, will you? Eat dirt!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Going in!
Can you take it? Dance on the wing!
Not on my watch!
Not so fast! A scream
Radiant
bathed
blood!
in blood.
Bringing you up! Combine Alpha!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Ready and ready!
It's over!
I'll face you! Dance on the wing!
There! Into the center! Where are you going?
Come
I
quiet!
can't take much more.
Lightning!
Can you take it?
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Strike!
Radiant Pierce! Leave the charges to
Scream
me!
bathed in blood.
Rending you a bloody
Ready!
Annihilation!
Denied! This one's mine!
Prepare to be sealed!
Piercing roar!
The tempest is...
Flaming meteor!
Take Alpha!
In an instant! Impact Clock!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Do you sense one of your friends, Noodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidrea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea. What's this then?